How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video. Today's going to be a quick one. I just wanted to make a little announcement. I just listed Lakehousebeach Kit Kat #1 on eBay, actually yesterday morning, so it's been going on for about a day now. And I did an auction style, and it's actually the first time I've ever sold anything on eBay. So this is kind of new to me. The reason I did it that way is because, I wasn't sure if everyone was going to make it to a live stream at a certain time, at least everyone who wanted to participate. That way I was able to notify people here on YouTube and also my friends on Instagram and some other people. So it is active right now. I'm going to put the link in the description of the video. I'm also going to put it in the pinned comment down below. But let's check it out one last time. This is the first Kit Kat bar, #1. It's the one that had the crazy ripples. And we're also going to talk about why this bar is so special. Of course, it's #1. That definitely makes it special. But what did I have to do to get the bar to look like this? So let's talk about how it's special. It is special because it is the first numbered bar. It's the first Kit Kat. But it is the early stages of my pouring journey. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to go on to, pour other things like rounds and bars. And there'll be other #1s in the future. But this is the first #1. So when it comes to, collecting and stuff like that, a lot of people go after that early stage stuff. I don't have any fancy stamps yet. This was 100% done by hand. I hand poured it, hand polished it. We're actually going to go through, and I got some things sitting here to show you exactly what I did to this thing after I poured it. Now, pouring it was the easy part. I was really nervous. It was my second overall pour. Of course, you guys remember that video where I poured the prototype, which is considered the practice piece, kind of the test piece. And I'm keeping that in my permastack. And #1's going out to one of you guys who participates in the auction. But it's really cool because, pouring, I was really nervous. It was my first time. I was recording it on video. And I had a lot of fun with it. But I think the hardest part about it was all the work that I put into it afterwards. Alright, so what exactly did I have to do to get the bar the way that I wanted it? So, of course I poured it, I melted some silver in my furnace, and I poured the bar in this 2-ounce Kit Kat mold, and it came out really awesome. It was actually the first time I ever got ripples on a bar. That's kind of why I went with the hammered look on the prototype, is because it was just kind of plain, it just was like a perfect Kit Kat shape, and it didn't have any ripples or anything, so I really wanted to add some character and texture to it. So I ended up hammering that prototype, and I thought this one just looked awesome the way it came out. I did end up hammering the sides of it on both sides, and even the little ends over here. And of course on the back it's got the weight, 1.5 ounces Choi, #1. And I'm really happy with it. So I poured it, and the first thing I actually did was stamp it, of course. Now this is what I'm using to stamp all of my bars as of right now. I don't have any crazy pre-made stamps or anything. These are just some really small letters. So I did stamp it, by hand, letter by letter. And then I went, and the next step is I antiqued it. And what I use usually to antique is this XL gel, liver of sulfur. This is what I use in a lot of my videos that you guys watch where I antique copper rounds and generic silver rounds and stuff like that. So I blackened it out, and what that did was it really made the stamping stand out really well, the LHB, some of the deep ripples in there, and then of course the stamping on the back. And as you guys can see, there's also some really light slashes in there, and even on the back there's some slashes. And what I did was I took my Damascus knife, and I kind of just wanted to give it some character, so I put some markings on there, and I think it gave it a really cool look. So this bar is pretty unique. You got the antiqued on top, in the letters and all that. So after I antiqued it, the whole thing was blacked out. So then I had to go through, and I took this what is this, steel wool, and I just kind of lightly polished it out. I even used some sandpaper, but I didn't want to go too much because I still wanted to keep some color in there to give it some character. So this part is pretty unique. You got the ripples on top, you got the LHB on top, you got the hammered sides, you got the slashes on the back. It's got a real rugged look, and the garage is kind of dark right now, but it is a really awesome looking bar. And so it's a pretty special piece to me. It was the first time that I had ever put Lakehousebeach on the top of the bar. If you guys remember the prototype, I put LHB on the back. And, you know, it's not perfect, but poured silver is not supposed to be. As you can see, I did kind of squeeze the B and the H a little too close together. But that's what happened, you know. So I wasn't going to go through and remelt it and start over from scratch, because I had like, you know, 3 or 4 hours into this piece by that point. So I just went ahead and went with it. It was, you know, the first numbered bar I ever did. So I don't want to make this video super long. It's already getting kind of long, but it is listed on eBay right now. It is going to be active until Thursday morning, really early in the morning, Central Time. I think it ends 4:15 a.m. Central on Thursday morning. So it's going to come with the bar, of course. It's going to come with the certificate of authenticity signed with all the specs on it. And that's what the other side looks like. And of course, it's going to come with a new sticker, Lakehousebeach hand-poured bullion. And then I'm going to put it in a Ziploc type baggie inside of a felt bag, which I don't have with me right now. But real quick, this is what I use to hammer. A lot of people have been asking me how you get the hammer down there. I used the ball side of the hammer, just kind of tapped it around. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for everyone who has participated in the auction so far. I think it's up to about $70 right now, so I'm really happy about it. Wish me luck. Like I said, I'm going to put the link in the description of the video and down in the pinned comments. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.